One chilly winter morning in Fatehpur, Sikri, Emperor Akbar was seated in his court, sipping warm tea. The cold had made everyone sluggish, but Akbar's mind was restless. He turned to Birbal, his witty and wise advisor. Birbal, Akbar said thoughtfully, I wish to reward someone for great patience. But tell me, how can I identify such a person? Patience is a rare virtue. Birbal smiled, already knowing the perfect test. Majesty, I have an idea. A test of endurance will reveal who truly possesses patience. But it must be unusual so that it is not easy to cheat. Akbar leaned forward, intrigued. What do you propose? The next day, Birbal went to the river that ran near Fatehpur Sikri. He announced that the emperor would reward anyone who could stand in the icy river water for a certain period. The conditions were strict. One must stand in the water, shivering and cold, without moving or showing any signs of discomfort. Word spread quickly, and many brave men came forward, thinking they could endure the cold for the sake of a reward. Some were confident, others merely greedy. They stepped into the icy water, the crowd watched, shivering along with them. Hours passed. One by one, the men gave up, jumping out, shaking and complaining about the unbearable cold. Many cursed the reward, blaming the emperor for such cruelty. But amidst all this, one man remained. His teeth chattered, his body trembled, but he stood firm, determined and silent. His face showed neither frustration nor complaint. He was completely focused, enduring the cold patiently. When Akbar came to inspect him, he was impressed but quickly judged. This man is standing in the sun's rays from the opposite bank. He is warmed by the flambeau from the opposite building. He does not truly suffer. I will not give him a reward. The courtiers murmured, but no one dared question the emperor. Only Birbal frowned, feeling empathetic for the man. He knew that the man had elderly parents and a struggling family relying on him. The man endured the cold not for pride, but out of hope to support his loved ones. Birbal decided to teach Akbar a subtle lesson about judgment. He wanted to prepare a large pot of delicious sweet on the riverbank, tied the pot with a rope, and placed the fire far below so that the heat would reach the pot very slowly. He invited Akbar to enjoy the sweet. Akbar waited patiently, expecting the treat to be ready soon. Minutes turned into hours, yet the sweet did not cook. He grew impatient and finally yelled, Birbal, how can the pot cook when the fire is so far? How will the heat ever reach it? Birbal smiled gently. Majesty, do you see now? Just as the heat of a distant fire cannot reach the pot quickly, one cannot judge a man's patience and struggle from a distance. True endurance is often hidden, and suffering is not always visible. Sometimes what seems easy from afar is actually difficult when experienced up close. Akbar's face turned thoughtful. He realized that his earlier judgment about the man in the river was unfair. He immediately called the man forward and bestowed a generous reward for his patience and perseverance. The courtiers watched in admiration as Akbar nodded to Birbal. You have shown me, Birbal, that empathy and understanding are as important as judgment. True patience is more than enduring discomfort. It is enduring it for the sake of others. From that day on, the story of the man in the river and Birbal's clever lessons spread throughout the kingdom, teaching that patience, empathy, and careful judgment are the marks of wisdom. Moral of the story: true patience is not always seen, and real suffering is not always understood. Before judging others, we must step into their situation. Empathy and understanding reveal the truth better than quick judgment. This story teaches that even great rulers must learn compassion. Endurance and honesty deserve recognition, not suspicion. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.